Good day and welcome to a better you.
So I walked into this program and I was seated just by the left hand side of the hall, and across the right there was this lady, beautiful, dark skinned, shiny skin. Like, I'm a girl, oh, forget, but I kept stealing glances at this lady. She was beautiful and her skin was amazing. And so after the program was done, trust me now, I went out and I waited for the lady to come out and I complimented her. I was like, you have an absolutely beautiful skin and you're beautiful too. And she just looked at me and was like, okay, yeah, thank you. And then she buried her head and then walked away. And I was like, what just happened? I mean, I gave a compliment. So I understood what happened because I've been there before. So sometime in my secondary school, someone called me Ochakoma. It means, if you're Igbo, it means that you are just fair, not fine, or people think you're fine because you're fair. Just something about now your skin color, they help you, nobody say you fine, something like that. And for a child that grew, I was beautiful. It was like the one thing I could hold on to. My mom always tell me that even as a child, I was a very beautiful child, and I grew up knowing that I was beautiful. But then one person called me Ochakoma, another person said it's just your skin color that's helping you. And I think I heard this from about 3 people, and then it began to sit. I began to believe what they were telling me, and slowly, I started to lose confidence in the beauty I thought I had or possessed. And it so greatly affected my self-esteem because I was already in a state of, what exactly am I doing? Who am I? And then you're coming to tell me the one thing that I could at least hold on to is not actually true. I mean, it had a great effect on me. It was one of the things that seriously destroyed my self-esteem. And so I grew up with this. There was another incident where someone told me that I walked like I was a scissors. I don't even know what that meant or what exactly she was trying to say. But all of these things just began to get to me, and I lost confidence in my physique, in my body, in who I am. It greatly affected me. And this is what began to happen. I get somewhere and I'm supposed to talk, I'm supposed to say something, and my mind is reading, if I stand up now, people will look at me, people will look at my skin color, my legs, they are not beautiful, how is my body, and all of that. And I began to think really shallow. Now, this is one of the things that low self-esteem does to you. I mean, why would someone just think that you stand up to talk and every other person in the room is looking at you, your hair, your skin, what you look like, what you're wearing, what your curves look like, and all of that? But that's what it does to you. You begin to see just the shallow things, and I suffered greatly from that. And so I'll have something to say, but I'll rather keep quiet than stand up to talk, because as long as I was concerned, every other person in the room was going to look at me and judge me. I didn't feel beautiful enough after everything. Now, this was something I suffered for a long time, and so I can relate when I see people suffering from that. And today I'm going to just share quickly how I overcome low self-esteem in very quick terms. Now, firstly, I had to settle the cause of my low self-esteem, and that was my body. I didn't like my body. I began to believe everything that people told me about my face, about my skin, about my legs, about my physique, and all of that. And so I did something that they call the mirror therapy. It helped me. It is standing in front of a mirror, just as God created you, naked, and appreciating your body, and building positive affirmations, saying them, and actually looking at your body and appreciating it. What that helped me do was, the more I began to look at my body, the more I began to appreciate it, the more I began to appreciate my skin, the more I began to see that what they were saying was just their opinion of me. I am beautiful, and that was all I needed to know. I also began to give people compliments because it helped me receive compliments too. I was the kind of person that when you tell me, I love the way you walk, I'm like, wow. Of all things to compliment me that they said walk like a scissors, you're telling me you love the way I walk. I just couldn't accept it. And so I will look at you. In short, if I'm not in a good mood that day, I will beef you for trying to compliment me in that way. But one thing I started doing was complimenting people. And so if I see someone that is well dressed, doing something good, something that maybe I even want to do, before I allow the whole what does she even feel like starts swelling up. You know, this thing that happens with people that have low self-esteem, how they unnecessarily hate on everybody around them, or how they feel like every other person is trying to intimidate them, or how they actually feel intimidated by every other person around them. One cure to that is by complimenting people, because what that does is it takes away all of the negative energy and settles in positive energy. And so I see you well dressed, before I allow my mind, my very shallow mind as at then, to start saying, what's she feeling like? Is it because she's wearing this gown? See herself, I'm sure she added something to her waist, or just before I start allowing my mind to do that, I walk up to you, I compliment you, smile, and then, like literally, you can feel the energy change from negative to positive. So sometimes when we say give positive affirmations, when we say compliment yourself, compliment people, it's not the magic. The magic is not just in the words, it's in how it makes you feel too. And so when you say I am beautiful, and you keep saying it and you keep saying it, you begin to see yourself as beautiful. And then, I mean, if I think I am beautiful, if I know that I am beautiful, I will not have an issue telling someone else that they are beautiful. But when I feel like, I'm not all of that, so why will I now come and be telling somebody you are beautiful? Or even if I say it after I'm done, I'm like, I'm sure she's bleaching, or it's just makeup that is helping her, something will happen. But when you learn how to love yourself by actually giving yourself compliments and learning how to give others compliments, you will learn how to receive compliments. And I'm telling you, that thing just has a way of neutralizing negative energy. Also, there was something I began to do. I think this was like the height of it, personal development. Now, it's more like saying, in my videos, I said it as setting goals and hitting them. That's what personal development does to you. And so today I'm like, I have an issue with communication. I will learn communication. So I study communication. I watch YouTube videos on communication. I practice it. And when I see that I can now do these things that I couldn't do before, it gives my self-esteem a boost. I feel like, wow, I couldn't do this and now I can do it. So I'm actually something. You get what I'm trying to say? And so that was what I started to do. I will set short goals. I will hit them. It's like there's a boost in my self-esteem, and I'll continue going. And it happened that way. And the truth about personal development and hitting goals is it never actually stops. So you just keep going, growing from one level of confidence to another. If you stay one place, you believe everything that is said to you. You believe everything that you think about yourself. But when you begin to grow, when you intentionally make work to grow and become a better version of yourself, I'm telling you, there is no way self-esteem will have its place in your life, because personal development and low self-esteem, they do not go hand in hand. So learn to love yourself, appreciate your body, appreciate everything about yourself, the way you think, the way you smile, the way you laugh, the way you talk, the way you walk. Appreciate yourself. You are you. Nobody else can be you. Like really, no other person can be you. So appreciate yourself, set goals, hit them. Your personal development is what it is, personal. So find those things that you cannot do, or those things you would love to do. Set time, work at it, and when you achieve it, you just see that you're going from someone with a low self-esteem to someone with a healthy self-esteem. So I hope the story I shared inspires you to work on developing your self-esteem. I'll catch you in my next video. Take care. Okay guys, so if you're blessed by this video, please do well to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you.